Hey friends, and welcome back to this self-love masterclass. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Renee Mullings-Lewis. I'm a self-love coach, and every single week we come back here to talk about all things self-love and energy medicine. There are a few things that I like to tell new people, and the first is that I have a couple of playlists here. They're organized into different self-love topics. Definitely go and check them out because whatever brought you here to this video will probably have you find value in those videos as well. And the last thing is, well, if you get to the end of this video and you find that you got a tremendous amount of value or you really just enjoyed the videos, then my invitation to you is to subscribe because, well, I'm pretty sure that you'll like the upcoming videos as well. Okay, so let's dive right into the lesson. Today we're talking all about conquering fear, as you can see by the title of this video. And I think I may have done a video on this before or something similar to it. The other thing as well is that if you look on YouTube right now, there are all different kinds of videos out here that can give you a step-by-step process on how to handle your fear, conquer your fear, that sort of thing. I know also in my 10 plus years of being a coach that I've read a lot of books and I've taken a lot of courses that have sort of, told me how to find the origins of where our fear begins. And all of that is helpful, absolutely, and definitely useful in many ways. But I think sometimes it doesn't address one major issue, is that before we can even begin to conquer our fears, we have to be someone that is ready to conquer fear, right? And so that's what we're going to talk about in this video is how do we even get to a place where we are ready to conquer our fears, where we are primed to conquer our fears? Because if we don't have that, we really don't stand a chance. Over the many years, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people, and I noticed something in common with all of them. But even beyond that, before I was a coach professionally, I was one of those people, I'm an empath. I've shared that with many of you in various different social media platforms. But I was always someone that had a very natural ability to listen to other people, to feel what they were feeling, to know sort of what they were going through, and know exactly kind of like what they needed to hear in order to help them overcome whatever it was that they had either created in their mind or that had happened to them or whatever it was, whatever that block was, I knew what I needed to say to help them to get past that. I want to share that with you today. What do you actually need to get past whatever it is that is blocking you from conquering your fear? Here's what I say it is. I say that it is the understanding that fear isn't going away. That's the key. When we understand that our fear isn't going away anytime, we stop creating all these reasons and excuses for why we haven't confronted our fear. Adding on to what I've just said is the key lesson that one, we first have to understand that fear isn't going anywhere. And two, that the only way to conquer fear is to confront it. A lot of the times when I'm working with my clients, the things that I hear them say is, I'll do it in January or March or 2019 or whatever the year is or whatever the date is that they've created. So they always say, I will do it at a later date. Really, that is often a stalling tactic. It's not actually having us be ready to conquer that fear. It just has us keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. The other thing that I hear people say is, well, I need to talk to this person and that person. I need to do more research. I need to read more books. I need more answers, more information, essentially. That's also a stalling tactic. While it may be true, friends, that there are certain things that we're confronted by and afraid of and we don't feel ready to do, when we keep telling ourselves that we need more information, what we're not addressing the fact is that no matter how much information we get, it's never, ever going to be enough to make us feel like we're ready. So many of us are waiting for this feeling of it all being together, it all being clear, it all making sense. We think that if we have more information, then we're just going to arrive at this place where we're no longer fearful. But my friends, that's not what has fear go away. What actually has fear go away is us putting our butts in the driver's seat, us sticking our foot in the water, us taking the leap. That's what has us conquer fear. This is such a huge self-love issue because what we're really dealing with, friends, is our lack of faith in ourselves. We've stopped believing in ourselves. We have told ourselves, whatever the story is, whatever the excuse is, that somehow, if we don't have all the answers immediately lined up right in front of us, that when we get there, when we try, if we don't know how to make sense of it, we won't survive. We're going to screw it up. We're going to mess it up. Our lives will be destroyed. It's the wrong thing. All of that. We're so afraid of that. But if you look at your life right now. Look at all of the things that you have been through. Didn't you make it through? Even if it was hard, even if you stumbled, even if you failed a few times, didn't things get better? Didn't you make it through? The reality is that for most of us, we did get better. We did make it through. Even though we were scared, even though it was hard, even though we had no control, even though we didn't have the answers, we're still a better human being because we tried or because we survived. Actually, let me say, not only did we survive, we thrived. This is about you recognizing that from the moment of your conception, you were already a miracle. You had already become someone that defied the odds. What I want to presence you to in this video is who you really are. Your power, your magnificence, your intelligence. And I want you to let go of this idea and this belief that you need to have all of the answers and to have it all figured out and to have everything lined up perfectly before you can give it a shot. The fear isn't going to go away. The only thing that is going to help you to conquer that fear is to face it, is to try. What are you afraid of doing right now? Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it is leaving a relationship that you know you've outgrown. Maybe you're afraid that you'll never find someone else or if you'll be able to make it on your own. Maybe it is doing something in your business that's daring and bold. Is there something that you want to post? Something that you want to share and talk about, but you've been too afraid to do it? Maybe it's leaving that dead-end job. Have you been too afraid to start making a plan for how you're going to exit or how you're going to bring yourself to a new place in the world of business and career? Maybe you want to have an entirely new career in your 50s and 60s. You can do that. Maybe it's finally having the courage to say no, even though you know it's what you should have been doing all of these years. There are so many different things that we're afraid of. And it's really interesting because sometimes the thing that I may be afraid of may be the thing that so many other people do every single day. And the thing that you're afraid of is the thing that I'm doing and other people are doing every day. When you look around, what you can see, my friend, is that there really isn't anything that can't be done. Where it begins is with us having the self-love, the self-worth, the self-esteem, the self-confidence to say, I can do this. And even if I fall, I will be able to get back up. Now, if what is really holding you back is your belief that if you fall, you won't be able to get back up, you won't be able to figure things out, you'll be stuck and trapped, it'll be the biggest mistake, consider that that's just a bit of anxiety or a bit of your past, something that may have happened before that didn't go the way that you wanted it to, creeping up into the now in your life. It's important that you don't let those things stop you, because you're not the same person you were 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, an hour, 2 days, 2 months, or even a year, 5, 10 years ago. And if you can't see that right now, then I would really encourage you strongly to speak with a coach or a therapist, someone who can really help you to dig through all of the rubble so you can really see who you actually are, your magnificence and your power. You can do this, and you are deserving, worthy, and ready now. Okay, my friends, so really what I want to leave you with is that by the time you end this video, you're going to look at one of those things that you're afraid of, and you're going to say, I'm going to start now. Not tomorrow, not 2 weeks from now, not a year from now, now. Start taking the action, start taking the steps. And if you still feel too scared, reach out to someone. All of my links are below. Let's talk. Let's get you moving. Talk to anyone, even if it's not me, but just get moving. I believe in you. I believe you can do this. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Oh, this has been such a great video and such a great time with all of you. I love the way we connect in these videos. And also, I've been reading all of your comments on the latest videos and even some of my older videos, and y'all are just so loving and so beautiful and so generous. Thank you for all of the love that you've been sending my way. It is a pleasure for me to do these videos, and I will continue to do them. I will. I promise you I will. All right, so I guess what I want to leave you with at this point is, just a request, which is, if this video was really valuable for you, if you enjoyed it and you got something out of it, please give me a thumbs up so that I know. When I see the thumbs up, it gives me an idea of if it was as good for you as it was for me. And it gauges me. It helps me to know, like, this is what they need more of. And I'm happy to be of service. Last but not least, if you're still here watching at this point and you haven't subscribed, then it's time. Subscribe. Be a part of our community and share in the comments below whatever is on your heart right now. I would love to know. And with that, my friends, it is time to end this video. Thank you so much for your time and your energy once again. And don't you forget, until we see each other next time, that we are in this together.